a player wanting out. He does make 3 changes to the side that started here against Brighton. Lukas Fabianski makes his 250th appearance in English football against the club where it started for him in this country. It's the same back 4 in front of him that started that game against Brighton. Mark Noble back in the starting lineup after coming off the bench in 2 of the last 3 games. There is a first Premier League start for Samir Nasri for West Ham. It's his first in this league for 2.5 years. There's also a return to the side for Mikel Antonio. And despite all the furore over his future, Marko Arnautovic is sent out to lead the line here. Andy Carroll, Robert Snodgrass and Pedro Obiang are the 3 to drop to the bench. Unai Emery finally has a little bit of room for manoeuvre as players return from injury, but as it is, he does go with the same side that started their last Premier League outing, that win against Fulham. Bernd Leno back in goal after sitting out the trip to Blackpool in the Cup last weekend. Laurent Koscielny and Shkodran Mustafi have both had injury problems over the last week or so, both fit to start here. Despite the availability of Nacho Monreal and Hector Bellerin, it is the same wing-back combination again. And given the form they're in, it would be very hard for Unai Emery to change his front 3. Much stronger Arsenal bench than in recent weeks. It does include Juventus-bound Aaron Ramsey, but there's no place on it for Mesut Ozil. He is out with a knee injury. For them edged out by Mauricio Pochettino's side. What can they produce against... Good action on the ball. It's come all the way through to Felipe Anderson. He's there. Here's Lacazette. Lacazette's shot.
It's a clever effort. A sense that the defenders had dropped off him there, that he was able to turn, that he was able to lift his head. All sorts of space there, Lacazette. Look at that. Between the 2 centre-halves, and neither...
And on this near side, and still he makes good ground. Antonio back to Noble. Noble's shots. Clipped in by Aubameyang. Lacazette is there. He would have expected. Going forward, though, they can be irresistible. And here's Lacazette, drawing the first significant save from Lukas Fabianski.
It all began with a clever bit of work by Aubameyang, receiving the ball and just easing past his man, getting plenty in support. He sees the gap, Lacazette surges through it. Really good play.
The gap seemed to open up for Anderson, and he'll accept an invitation like that, although he curls his effort wide.
Yeah, it's an obvious danger for Arsenal, such a clever player. More comfortable on his right foot, but he can curl these in on his left.
Come back looking for Lacazette. That is excellent covering from Declan Rice.
Wasn't it just made up the ground, sensed the danger. But then this left-hand side is where Arsenal have been dangerous in recent games. Kolasinac loves to get forward, and it's a beautiful flick by Iwobi to feed him. But Rice doing what...
Aubameyang, that's a good turn by Lacazette. John Moss spotted a little bit of shirt pulling in there, that's why he's blown his whistle. But again, good movement from Arsenal.
Lacazette particularly is looking strong and sharp. It was this challenge on Ogbonna, I think, that the foul has been a...
Cresswell, fired across by Cresswell, held by Leno.
Yeah, trying to pick out Antonio at the far post there. He'd spotted his teammate. There's good anticipation by the keeper.
No flag up against Arnautovic. It's come to Samir Nasri. Here comes Anderson.
That must have been close. He certainly connected with it well. I did think he was off. Arnautovic, well, yeah, maybe level. As well, just to shift Mustafi out of the way.
For Mikel Antonio. Arnautovic. Nasri.
Well, he started that move, he nearly finished it too. Not the easiest of chances from the angle, but he's always thinking, Nasri. And eager to give him the ball.
Antonio. Plenty of claret and blue in the box. Antonio goes himself.
Yeah, a bit of a waste from West Ham's point of view, that. Always looked uncomfortable on the left side, Antonio. Plenty of men in support, waiting in the box for something.
Specialists. Guendouzi.
Nice little shift of the ball there, certainly did for Felipe Anderson.
Should be underway again. Good ball in, Rice wide.
He knows that was the best chance of the half for West Ham. Gets up well above his man, Mustafi.
What a time that would have been for over, and as too does Felipe Anderson. It'll be Cresswell's cross, and it'll be put behind. Kept up by Anderson. That's out by Xhaka, but it's not away. It's Rice.
Talk about a fantastic way to get off the mark. This is not an easy chance at all.
An Arsenal trail at the London Stadium.
We'll talk about a sharp finish.
Declan Rice breaks the deadlock. Declan Rice gets on the score sheet for West Ham for the very first time. Given away straight to Guendouzi. He'll take it on, but fire it wide.
In the end, he's tried to place that in the left-hand corner.
Should Arsenal be unable to, Xhaka will take. It's not dealt with, goes all the way. Lacazette, as Arsenal look to respond immediately. Good challenge there, but free weight in the middle here. Ramsey does well to get it in, Aubameyang.
Yeah, just a touch too high, always on the stretch there. But Felipe Anderson nearly gets punished by trying to shepherd the ball out of play, and it's a good cross in from Ramsey.
Among those in the box, the goal scorer Declan Rice. Gulping in the air, isn't he? He's almost into uncharted territory in terms of first team action. Here's Guendouzi. Still Anderson running in from the left. And he's threaded that down the line. Kolasinac has kept himself onside. Here's Aubameyang. Over. The second chance in the space of a couple of minutes for Arsenal's top scorer.
I wondered whether Kolasinac was onside or off. It looked right on the line, that, or even beyond it, but they get the benefit. But Cresswell does ever so well to just narrow the angle on Aubameyang.
Ramsey. It's an awkward run. It might come back to Ramsey. Zabaleta away as far as Guendouzi. Of this part of the town at the moment, Declan Rice. But here is Iwobi for Arsenal. Iwobi shot whistles wide.
Yeah, a fair bit of space for Arsenal in that final third. Clever little flick by Ramsey. It's not far away at all, and I don't think Fabianski had that.
Torreira's corner, Fabianski's playing. Still Iwobi, he's kept that in. And Declan there at the moment. Snodgrass now. Zabaleta. One of the big moments of Manuel Pellegrini's tenure at West Ham. They've claimed the scalp of Arsenal, something that they haven't done for 3 seasons now.